knowledge and knowing. I was a great spiritual teacher in ancient Egypt, which today is called Sudan. I was a man with grey skin, a slight build, and a shaved head. Starting at 14 to enter this spiritual work, my task was to be a living vessel for the spirit of life and to disseminate the wisdom to the lands around the world. The 235 spiritual warriors, not actual fighting and pillaging warriors that people associate with warriors today, but those who traveled great distances and overcame significant obstacles to bring wisdom, peace, and understanding to the masses, helped me in this cause. Over the course of 80 years, I fulfilled this duty. I lived and worked in solitude. I served as a teacher to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was more of an administrative figure in the land. His job was to serve as the grand architect of the visions that I had translated to him for building a unified world. I did not spend most of my days with people. Those who dedicated their lives to this work mostly surrounded me. The spirit of learning absorbed them. One day a desperate woman entered the temple chambers, in her arms a dead child. She sobbed and cried, asking why life would take her child away. I did not understand her pain. I did not understand why she was upset. I told her that all she needed to do was to feel the energy of life to find her son, that she could connect to him that way. I explained he was not gone, but just shed his physical body, and I described to her that the spirit of the boy chose to leave the body anyway, and that it was not her choice in the end. She would not accept my explanation. I was trying to give her some comfort, but she didn't see it. Pain and grief buried her. She failed to understand the words that I had hoped would give her freedom. For the first time in my life, I realized I could not help this woman. Facts would not comfort her. All she knew was that her son, the light of her life, was gone, and that her heart ached for him and replayed the memories they shared. With my intuitive ability, I could see her memories, her working in her earthen home, the boy playing with toys on the clay floor. Together they were in love, consumed by the comfort, security, and joy of the moment in its simplicity. And now she was alone, and all that feeling was gone, leaving her bereft. I looked down at this woman from my position on the altar. I felt strangely removed from her suffering, and yet here she was with a dead boy in her arms, sobbing and moaning in indescribable anguish. None of my words could comfort her or pull her out of the world she found herself in. She was helpless and could not be helped. I did not know what to do. The woman eventually left the temple with her baby in her arms, in the mortuary's direction, where the priests would dress the body and guide her on her journey after the loss. Loss, we prescribed, was physical separation and the inability to accept the experience. Our goal was to help her accept what had happened, to accept the soul's choice to leave his physical body. Her sense of abandonment confused me. I did not understand her attachment as a mother, nor did I understand the importance of the mother-child role. I simply could not provide her with what she needed, for in her mind what she needed was to feel the warmth and presence of her son. That was not a gift or experience that I could give her. I did not see the woman again. I heard that she would have more children, that the suffering she felt was only temporary, and that she found joy in the experience of motherhood once again. I was told that she would never give up the memory of her son, nor the pain she felt when she lost him. I didn't understand why she would want to remember such a painful experience, but I came to learn this. The pain she felt was not a separation from life. Her son did not abandon her. While she could not see her son in the physical realm, her son lived. He lived in the moment's memory, and he lived as a part of the whole that is life. Her sense of grief, suffering, and heartache was not punishment or a consequence of the loss. Rather, I came to learn through future incarnations that her emotions were merely a pathway of unspoken, deeply felt love pushing its way to the surface of her experience, which was the illusion of separation. I could not tell her the truth or knowing of that love, for she had to express and articulate the truth herself. Through that expression, she gained a deep sense of knowing love. As a spiritual teacher, it was not my role nor function to experience that moment for her. Logic, through facts and information, cannot process what the vessel of humanity can process through feeling. In order for her to gain a fuller awareness of the vast wisdom of life, the woman had to know through experience. She could not see it, nor did I at the moment that she was growing, just as her son, as he, shed his earthly skin. The wise do not take away suffering or pain or hurt or confusion from another. I learned that the wise stand quietly beside another in patience, compassion, and calm, so that those who are growing know they are not alone. Moments of terrible anguish do not last forever, even if memories would fool us into believing that they do. Neither of us knew that the student at the moment was me. She was my teacher, helping me to shed the illusion of ignorance and misunderstanding, something that would take many lifetimes to accomplish. I now know through my own experiences the loss this woman faced. Why can't life in the physical form always be happy? What can we do to stop feeling so bad, so sad, and so confused? What I learned is that not all of what composes us gets disturbed. It is only the part of our awareness that lacks wisdom, that in fact much of our being is happy, healthy, and capable, that this wholeness of being is actually helping the ignorant part of us to grow. We are not alone, for in this earthly experience other souls join us to comfort us, stand with us, and gently guide us through the motions of living as we make peace from within ourselves. It is foolish to even try to deny one's suffering. That is not life's purpose for souls growing in the physical realm. The purpose is to grow in spirit, in truth, and in love, and to experience that growth as fully as possible. To look myopically at a seemingly terrible moment in life is to miss out on the bigger purpose of all life experiences. At that moment, the bereaved mother carried a lifeless child in her arms. I saw myself inept to console her and abate her suffering. Together, we learned to experience life fully and to feel all of it unfold through our bodies and affirm that experience with words. No, life did not abandon us. Life moves through us to show us who we all are from moment to moment, and ultimately, who we are not. The spirit that dwelled inside the boy and permeated the happy moments mother and son shared. This indwelling is life incarnate. Is it possible to believe that the spirit of life embodies the fragile shell of a tiny human being, to take on a finite, compact form? Spiritual teachers are fine and well to exist upon the earth to disseminate knowledge. However, it is vitally important to know that all truth dwells within us and expresses itself through our experience. The power to overcome the greatest personal tragedies lives within the vessel of our bodies. Allowing it to flow is how we become conscious of the stream of knowledge that arises within us. This process is knowing.